The nominees for the 2015 SEC Professor of the Year Award are Kimberly Bissell, Professor of Journalism, University of Alabama; H. Allen Mantooth, Distinguished Professor of Electrical Engineering, University of Arkansas; Bruce Tatterchuck, Gavin Endowed Professor of Chemical Engineering, Auburn University; Sidney Homan, Professor of English, University of Florida; Samantha Joy, Athletic Association Professor of Arts and Sciences, University of Georgia; Michael Bardo, Professor of Psychology, University of Kentucky; Suzanne Marchand, Professor of European Intellectual History, Louisiana State University; Charles Hussey, Professor of Chemistry, University of Mississippi; Mark Horstemeyer, William L. Giles Distinguished Professor of Mechanical Engineering, Mississippi State University; Michael Smith, Professor of Animal Sciences, University of Missouri; Marina Lamazov, Ira McKissick-Koger, Professor of Fine Arts, University of South Carolina; J. Wesley Hines, Pastel Professor of Nuclear Engineering, University of Tennessee; X. Ben Wu, Presidential Professor for Teaching Excellence, Texas A&M University; Isabel Gauthier, Professor of Radiology and Radiological Sciences, Vanderbilt University; Isabel Gauthier, Professor of Radiology and Radiological Sciences at Vanderbilt University, has been named 2015 SEC Professor of the Year. Gauthier earned her doctoral degree from Yale, followed by concurrent postdoctoral fellowships at Yale and MIT. But none of those accomplishments would have come to fruition without a little help from a supportive mentor.
I thought I was going to do physics at first, and then I took a class in neuropsychology, and I remember the teacher writing, like, if you want to go to graduate school, come to see me. And the more I thought about it, the more exciting it was.
With aspirations to make great strides in research, Gauthier settled at Vanderbilt to further her passion.
I chose to come to Vanderbilt because I was looking for a place to do this kind of research we were doing on the brain. And Vanderbilt is very strong in vision research, which is the field that I study. And so it was very exciting to come in and join this group of esteemed scientists.
And she is excited about her work, earning such wide-ranging praise.
It feels wonderful to win this award. It's quite an honor. There's so much great research and scholarship at a place like Vanderbilt. It just makes me feel really special. An award like this already has led several of my colleagues outside of the psychology department to come by and say congratulations, but then ask a little bit about what I do, which is an opportunity to just talk about what I do. So I enjoy that very much.
In addition to being a world-class scientist, Gauthier achieves her level of work-life balance through reading and a secret hobby.
Most of my undergraduate students don't know that I've been doing martial arts for several years. I am training up to, my next testing will be my black belt testing. And it's just pushing me to do things that I thought I'd never be able to do before.
She was elected Fellow of the Association for Psychological Science in 2010 and received a Chancellor's Award for Research from Vanderbilt University in 2014. But what Dr. Gauthier values most is the journey that takes place between the ideas and the outcomes.
You train these people to learn a new skill and you see this change in their brain. You're like, oh, we put this there. That's interesting. We can scan that. But in the end, I'm a lot more about the process.
Dr. Gauthier's research has been funded by the National Institutes of Health, the National Science Foundation, and the James S. McDonald Foundation. And although her research has made great strides in the world of psychology, she believes there are always new frontiers to conquer.
One of the new directions we're going into is really this question of individual differences in vision, and this is something that is widely understudied. In order to understand how people differ in their perception. And then the next step will be demonstrating the impact of these differences on the real world. We also have an impact on the treatment of some visual disorders.
Isabel Gauthier, the 2015 SEC Professor of the Year.